It's been 6 months since our last update, and I'm back here talking about the milestones the company has ticked off towards its goal of delivering commercial fusion power. The progress on SPARC has been about delivery of things that have been in work for a long time and are closing out. The last 6 months are really about all the larger fusion-specific subsystems. They're not just installed, they're not just commissioned, many of them are operating routinely. The cryo plant that keeps the magnets cold. It's operating, it's cold, it's putting cryogenic fluid through all the different subsystems that is used to cool the magnets. The power supplies that make the magnets run, they're installed, they're commissioned. The RF system is putting RF at full power into its dummy loads. These are all the building blocks of the subsystems, not just of SPARC, it's the same basic subsystems that'll be in a fusion power plant. They're at scale here, they're operating, and they're increasingly operating together. Our magnet factory has been producing magnets, and now it's starting to look at winding down the production of magnets. So you can start to see the shift from production of things move into assemble the tokamak. And that is something that we're getting faster and faster at. The next 6 months is all about this big Lego set coming together. We've got magnets lining up here in the assembly hall. They're gonna go in and they're gonna be put up on the stands, hooked together into the two halves of the machine. The plant will go through what we call dry dress rehearsal, which is where we operate the entire plant just minus the tokamak. And that allows us to run an actual plasma pulse, just not with plasma. The plasma is in the simulation, but the plant itself is going through all the loads as if it was powering the tokamak. This is all about making the plant operate as a plant, with people, processes, software, subsystems, run through their paces well in advance of hooking into the tokamak. In ARC, in the last 6 months, we've published the peer-reviewed papers that show how the plasma physics of ARC will work. We're laying out exactly how the results in SPARC and the rest of the world's fusion programs lead in directly to an ARC power plant that will make 400 megawatts of electric power. Part of getting ready for ARC is getting the site prepared. We just filed the interconnection application to hook ARC to the grid. This was a multi-year effort to work with the people that operate the grid and our partner in the utility space, Dominion, about exactly how a fusion power plant operates, sending power out to the community, how it turns on, how it turns off. This is all leading us to be able to prepare the ARC site. All the things that are going to be needed to actually start construction on the ARC facility. One of the things that CFS is really focused on is about delivery. Fusion power is going to be at a site that needs preparation. It's going to be hooked to a grid that has serious people that have real knowledge they need about what fusion power is going to look like. It's going to be built, it's going to be assembled, it's going to be operated, it's going to need facilities, it's going to need supply chains, it's going to be about metal, it's going to be about delivery of real hardware, steel in the ground. Fusion is entering that phase. And CFS, we're leading that phase. It's not just a plan on paper, it's not just a hope. It's fusion power being put together step by step by step. CFS is committed to being a global fusion company. That's why we've built a global supply chain and a global partner base. This last 6 months, we announced partnerships, for instance, with A-STAR, the Singaporean energy research agency. We spent time in Japan and Korea, important markets that need fusion power and have a plan to contribute to the broader global fusion industry. We spent time in the UK, in Europe. This is all in an effort to be sure that fusion power can be delivered anywhere in the world and the whole world can participate in the fusion industry. We've seen over these last few years a big evolution of the fusion industry. It went from a small number of companies, now there's over 50. Now it's really about the companies that have capabilities to deliver power plants that are going to make power. And the confidence in that comes from the basis in the science that's been done before, as done in peer review. It comes from the track record of doing what you said you were going to do, delivering facilities. In the long run, fusion energy is about energy as a technology, not as a natural resource. So the companies that can build those technologies, that can put those technologies out in the world and support them, those are the companies that are going to be at the forefront of that transformation in the energy system when we go towards a fusion-powered future. CFS is the largest company in this ecosystem and one of the largest fusion organizations in the world. And we're moving quickly at scale with real capabilities. Plants like this that are being built, factories that are running our own, but also our suppliers. At CFS, we're the leaders. We've done that through demonstration, and we're looking ahead to the first commercial fusion power plant.